Hi Pisces, welcome to your extended monthly reading for October 2023. Just going to start with some astrology right off the bat for you for October. I'm getting a sense of really feeling confidence. And again, we've been talking about how we are going to start feeling the power of water. Okay. And a lot of the astrologers like Pam Gregory, Heather Ensworth, they've really been talking about this power, that water that we're going to start to see. And I do believe that that's really going to be strong with water signs and finally like getting this recognition that we deserve. Okay. So keep doing the work. If you haven't done your shadow work, please do. I was asking everybody in September to do their shadow work. If you haven't, it's never too late to do shadow work. But we're going to have a lot of death and rebirth, transformation by the end of the month when we get to Scorpio season. So really embrace your shadow. Pisces, I know you do. There's a lot though connected to our childhood. So that shadow work journal that I linked in all the September readings, definitely go back. If you haven't bought it and you have the means to buy it, please do, because there is so much wonderful information there. I actually just did an exercise this morning and it really unlocks something where, you know, it's been a thought of mine for quite some time, but never really saw the power it had until I did this journal. So please, see, Alexa even agreed. So definitely take time to do that work. Again, you don't have to buy anything though. There's plenty of resources online to do your shadow work. Carl Jung has amazing books, you know, on your shadow side, embracing your shadow. But, you know, Pisces, this is what we need. This is the end game, because we find our power in our emotions, right? We find our power in water. And again, water is going to have a lot of power. So with great power comes great responsibility. The energy we give to that water makes a difference. So if we have negative thinking about ourselves or about our emotions, that's going to have very powerful effects. So please be mindful, okay? Embrace the liberating, loving power of water, okay? I was even just telling Aquarius, because wind and water, and how it creates rainbows when it's the right amount of water, right? When it's a nice sunny rainfall and not this torrential downpour that floods everything, okay? So it is really about emotional balance, emotional regulation, but the end game is liberating ourselves, shining our inner light exactly how it was meant to be shined. And, you know, water signs talk about feeling like the guilt, fear, and shame. Like, we're susceptible to it, okay? Water takes on other people's emotions. So think of that too. The experiments that have been done on water, right? And when you give a thought, the ice, you know, transforms its shape, or this, you know, and like, so we are very, 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 very susceptible to other people's energy, right? And so as a child, hello, we're developing that shadow can build pretty strong, right, Pisces? So love yourself, liberate yourself from any, you know, fear, resentment, or like victimhood. Okay, so liberate yourself. Look at this. I love this. This is emotional victimhood, right? And we do that by keeping our vibration high while we're doing the work, okay? So facing this stuff isn't meant to bring us down. When you're on the mindset of, I'm being liberated from this, from the shackles of this victimhood, man. And, you know, I didn't read these off, but I love Nylon. They have these wonderful Nylon magazine, these astrological updates. But one of the first things they said is that Pisces often get written off as perpetual martyrs, chained to the wheel of fortune and hanging on for life. And that's how other people perceive us, because our shadow projects that, right? Our shadow is trying to keep us safe in this sort of like identity, right? But we're getting a lot of clarity this month. And I do believe, like I said, I think that clarity is coming from the power of water, okay? So use your power. With great power comes great responsibility. Please just remember that. So let us actually talk a little bit about the astrology, because we start the month off with that Aries full moon, super full moon at the end of September. We're still feeling that energy, right? Activated whatever planets or house that we have Aries in, okay? And that's, you know, asserting yourself. And there's positives and negatives to asserting yourself. So when you're aligned to that, you know, you've done the work, you've embraced your shadow, you identify your shadow so your shadow doesn't project onto others, or that shadow comes out, right? We all have these instances. And so I'm not calling you out. Like, this is, everybody is on a human journey. We all experience these things in our own time. And even when we're doing the work, this shadow still comes out. But then when we see it, we can go, okay, that's where that came from, right? And I did one of those exercises today, and there was something that happened this weekend, and I was like, you know what? That's where that came from. Wow. You know, and so when you're in the right mind frame of knowing that this learning experience is helping you grow, you don't have to dwell on it, okay? And so it's all about leveling up, right? You know, you're on to the next level of the video game, Pisces, and you're a co-creator in your own destiny. And that's the empowerment that Aries full moon can activate for you if you have the right mentality, okay? So we have that, and then we have also too, like this, whatever like this hurt is, like with our heart, and like just accepting the hurt and moving on. Like, things happen and we learn from it. And it's not saying that how you feel, you know, you don't have a right to feel how you feel, but like, learn the lesson, go deep, and then liberate yourself so you don't repeat that pattern again. Instead of just saying, oh, I'm fine, and moving on, like, really face it, okay? There was also on TikTok, this wonderful TikTok that shared the best way, you know, to do the Aries, utilize the Aries full moon energy. And I believe this is very important for all water signs. I wish I would have said this in Cancer and Scorpio, but if there's a past hurt that, you know, you feel is preventing you from moving forward, again, that's Eight of Swords energy, like you're able to unstick yourself. But if this has power over you, write down everything full of all your emotions, and then burn it with that Aries fire, right? So there's still time to do this, okay? So just release whatever it is so you can move on with your life, because this month is activating a really, you know, wonderful part of your chart where you see your role in life and what you want to be and where you want to be with your relationships. And so the biggest thing with attracting new relationships, whether it is career or personal, or even your relationships, if you're a parent, your relationship with your children, is embracing and accepting your shadow, okay? That is so important. You have to love yourself exactly how you are in order to attract the love that you are looking for, all right? To really feel your place in the universe, okay? Pisces, you're imaginative, you are creative, you know the depths of the unconscious, the subconscious, right? You go deep, and you don't want to get stuck in attaching to other people's energy. Like, that's the biggest lesson, I think, with water signs specifically, and Pisces very much so, is boundaries and the importance of boundaries, okay? Because like, you're a loving, caring person, and your inner child doesn't understand boundaries, and it was very difficult to learn boundaries, right? But boundaries are so important, okay? Yeah, okay, we feel, unfortunately, this Seven of Swords has been popping up a lot too, and like this betrayal and this, you know, but if we would have had stronger boundaries, like we just have to reflect in that manner. And it's not saying you can't change the past, okay? But you can learn from it. But you're really finally getting that transformation. And again, if anybody's going to embrace the Scorpio energy at the end of the month, it's Scorpio and Pisces, right? Like, we thrive on this, like, major transformational energy. So, all right, we have that Aries full moon, right, that we're still feeling. And then Pluto turns direct on 10/10. Love the synchronicity of a 10/10 too, with Pluto turning direct. So all of that deep, dark, unconscious stuff is turning direct, meaning it's going to be visible in our 3D world. Again, not just on a personal level, this is global, okay? And so all of those, you know, the secrets, the dark, you know, all of the shadows, all right? It's the shadows being seen for exactly how they are. And you want to embrace it. You want to face it, okay? The judgment era is about getting rid of guilt, shame, and fear, all right? And we just need to liberate ourselves, okay? And it's okay to like get stuck in like your dream world, but you have to balance that with the rest of the elements, okay? So let's see what else is there. Okay, then there's the solar eclipse in the new moon in Libra in the middle of the month. Now that is going to activate some really wonderful energy connected to this judgment paradigm that we're entering. Okay, we're really going to see that shining. We're going to understand the co-creation, and that's the most important part for Pisces really this month, is understanding that you are a co-creator in the universe. And my favorite astrologer, Pam Gregory, she's always talking about how you have to step into the co-creator identity and get rid of the victim, that you're a victim of life, and be a co-creator, and how liberating and powerful that is. In Pisces, we have a huge opportunity to do that in October, okay? So really pay attention to the themes of the Libra new moon in the middle of the month and use your power, okay? Water signs, you're being called, like, again, with great power comes great responsibility. You're being called to utilize your power for the greater good, okay? And really feel that power. So then at the end of the month, you know, we're heading into Scorpio season, and all those lessons are allowing other things to just fall away from our life to rebirth something new. And again, new chapter, new level of the video game, however you see it. We really feel too, like, because again, that Aries full moon really activated what we deserve, right? And water signs, we're not the best at speaking up for ourselves, right? We don't want to rock the boat. We want the waters to be calm. And unfortunately, that can allow us to subconsciously fall into that victim, right? I mean, and again, like, we have to embrace our co-creation powers, okay? So we are going to be accepting this though. And again, there's also, I think there's an eclipse in a Taurus full moon at the end of the month too. So a lot of powerful energy has been happening, but all of this is, again, to lift us up, right? The air is lifting us up and liberating us. And with the fire and confidence of what we deserve, what not only we deserve, because I don't even want to say what we deserve, what we are putting our thoughts to, really, honestly. To feel our place in the universe, though, is the end game. That judgment era is to liberate ourselves, to fully feel the co-creation energy, all right? And it's a karmic completion. I think that's the biggest thing for Pisces. There's some sort of karmic completion in October where you just finally are detached from something that's had a hold on you. And again, this could be, I'm gonna love when we get to the past life energy for your reading, because I think there's going to unlock a lot of interesting information there. But also something that's important is Venus in Virgo, because a lot of this energy, okay, again, shadows. There's stuff from our past, and again, this can be a past life. It can be from your childhood. It can be before you had children. Take it how it resonates, but something that we've feared from our shadow because we were told to fear it, right? Or we were told to be guilty or feel shame or something about this shadow aspect, right? So quick exercise for you Pisces, especially Pisces sun, but like if you're a Pisces rising, okay, you go to your opposite, because rising is your projection, okay? Your shadow, we project onto other people. So your shadow is the opposite sign of your rising. So for Pisces rising, that would be Virgo. Now go look at Virgo traits, both positive and negative, and see if you can unlock stuff connected to your shadow there, because it's really powerful when we do that. But I think a lot of this energy is related to how we navigate relationships, okay? And again, your shadow is just something that is created from how you're told to think, speak, act, you know what I mean? Like dress, like all of these things, like it all creates your shadow. And again, water signs, we absorb this energy so much more powerfully than other signs, okay? Because we feel it so much more, right? We feel it. And yeah, so, you know, the shadow might feel like really powerful, but then once you face it, you realize like, this is a part of who I am. And I love myself exactly how I am. That is the end game, Pisces, okay? So you're, with Venus being in Virgo, like you're really gonna finally feel that, you know, appreciation, recognition that you deserve. And that's, you know, really what you just want, a fulfilling relationship that feels balanced, but it's going to be really emotionally transformative, okay? Venus in Virgo is emotionally transformative, specifically for Pisces. Also, if you have a Pisces moon, if you're watching this and Pisces is your moon, this is really important, okay? But that transformation, that leaving behind something, and liberating yourself, man, it's going to be powerful because, yeah, something is coming to an end. A burden is being lifted when you change your perspective, okay? And again, away from victimhood and go to co-creation, okay? But yeah, we want to be direct and we don't want to shy away from speaking up for ourselves, okay? Because this is the energy we can unlock. Also, too, like if you're looking for a partner, this is interesting because this is really what Pisces wants, right? You want that emotional maturity with the financial, like material confidence and manifestation abilities, right? You want this in not only a partner, but spoiler alert, we want in a partner what we want in ourselves, right? So at the end of the day, when you level up and you go into this energy instead of the victimhood of like, you know, the princess who needs to be saved from the castle, and you get out of the castle yourself, that's when you meet the prince you want. You don't want somebody you're dependent on, right? So you want to attract this energy, be this energy, okay? All right. And also too, like if we're not in that energy, like say you're already in a loving relationship and you're not in the energy of that emotional fulfillment and material manifesting confidence, and you're relying on like, you know, somebody else's energy, you're going to feel disruptions in your relationship, okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, let's see what we got for Pisces, October 2023. Pisces, October 2023. All right, Pisces, October 2023. Yeah, we're so close to this Pisces as a global community. So really nice. Yes, really embrace that, okay? Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, I love this for you, Pisces. Now, like I said, that shadow I'm telling you, water signs, again, Pluto is going to have a big influence, okay? So the Five of Wands for your overall energy for the month of October is the power struggles of some sort, clashing, like feeling like there's a no-win situation. But remember, if we can shift that to a new direction, right, then that's the end game. But the biggest part of this is all of these powers. About that, Pisces, I have been having some issues with my camera, but all those power struggles come from the root of our shadow, okay? So all of these things that are coming out and bubbling to the surface, they're coming from your shadow side, okay? So if you haven't done that work, please do it. The interesting thing though is your overall energy, this is all, you know, your personal life and how your personal life is affecting you. And again, this is really about your perception, okay? So getting to the shadow, and when you realize where this is coming from and you can face it before it turns into reactions, you know what I mean? Like that's where we learn, okay? So you see it like, nope, okay, shadow, I'm feeling this way because this is, you know, a part of what happened to me, and like learning your lesson, okay? You really need to embrace the Queen of Wands, all right? You really need to empower yourself. You really need to feel empowered, okay? That's the biggest part of that victim mentality. When we feel that like, oh, like, you know, we're just a chain to the wheel. We're just chained to the wheel of, you know, life. We're not empowering ourselves. And when we feel empowered, we empower other people. And as a Pisces, that's what you want, to empower other people. You want to help other people. The best way to help other people is to empower yourself, okay? You want to be really optimistic. And again, this is the perfect balance for, I believe, for like a Pisces is, and again, Queen of Wands is ruled by Pisces and Aries. So this is what I think is the like mega combination, is Aries and Pisces energy, because Aries is confident, bold, leads forward, and Pisces is generous, kind, compassionate, okay? Perfect balance. The Queen of Wands is my favorite card in the entire deck, okay? So you need more of her energy, all right? And again, like this is feminine energy, yes, but if you identify as male, you really need to embrace this confident, feminine, fiery energy into your life, okay? And not be afraid of your emotions. That's the biggest thing, okay? She's not afraid of her emotions. And she like maybe not show her emotions in front of people? Possibly, but it doesn't mean she doesn't have emotions. But But if she sheds a tear too, she's not ashamed to shed a tear. That's the most important thing. Like if a tear started rolling down from her eye, she'd probably smile. Okay, so I love this because this is in the area of what you have the perfect amount of right now. There is something being reborn. And I really do, like I said, I really feel that Libra new moon solar eclipse in the middle of the month is really activating something, because what is it activating to for you, Pisces? That vibe of communal energy, right? The wheels, I'm sorry, not the wheels, the scales being balanced again, okay? Like we're ready for life to come back into balance, not just for ourselves personally, but this is globally, okay? Like you're seeing the star coming about, the Capricorn paradigm is crumbling, and you've known this and you've felt it, okay? And you've felt it for a while. And so really embracing this is so important, and you're embracing it, and that's what's lovely. The star is ruled by Aquarius, and it's ruled by air. The Aquarian age, you know, you've been dreaming about the Aquarian age before you were even born, right? And so this is, you have the inspiration, you have a clear vision, which is obviously really important, and you are going to follow your bliss. You are following your bliss, and that is the key, okay? Keep your keep your vibration high. Follow your bliss, and also, you know, wish upon a star. When's the last time you went and you looked at the stars and, you know, you sat there and made a wish, right? And if you have kids, what a lovely exercise to do. So this is something I'm going to incorporate into my life personally again. I used to do that every night with my daughter. I would light some essential oils in a diffuser. We'd light the candle, and then before we'd go to bed, I'd hold her. I mean, granted, she was only like a baby at the time, so it was easier to hold her. But I'd hold her, and we'd say what we're grateful for, and then we'd blow the candle out. And I did that until she was about like 2.5, 3 years old, and then kind of fell off that pattern. But this is a wonderful time, if you do have kids, to start that again. If you don't have kids, hi, your inner child. When you're doing this, really, really connect to your inner child when you're making these wishes, okay? And what that inner child wanted when they were little, okay? Because I'm starting to get emotional here for you guys. So I'm definitely feeling some really strong emotional energy attached to this. You have to believe that wishes come true, okay? Interesting. So the Ace of Wands in this position is interesting because it's saying you need less of this, right? So really, you need to not look in a new direction right now. I think whatever you've been working on, again, whether this is in your relationships or career, take it how it resonates, but you might get the urge to look in a new direction to find what you're looking for, but it's already in your life, okay? So take that, again, how it resonates, but don't think that it's somewhere else, okay? Like it's somewhere in your environment, in your thinking, you know. You got what you need, all right? You got what you need. You know what to do it, okay? All right, so the Knight of Cups in this position is indicating what you need to, what you can change, okay? And again, I ruled by Pisces too, along with Aquarius. Interesting too, because of the, all right. Yes, okay, wishing upon, okay, sorry. This is, wow, and you have 2 knights here. Okay, I'm getting really excited. All right, so the Knight of Cups in this area of what you need to accept that you can change is being in touch with your deepest motivations, okay, and introspective energy. Also interesting, okay, because of the Knight of Cups are like that, like teenager energy, right? Like going out there, you have all the energy in the world, nothing's stopping you, you're not thinking about consequences necessarily. So again, too, like take that, if you have teenage children, also take that how it resonates, but connect to yourself as a teenager, okay? And then also when you go back to that part of your life, teenager to like even, you know, like early adulthood, what were your motivations? Okay, think about that. What were your motivations when you were in that era of your life, regardless of what your age is now? What were your motivations? Okay, what was really driving that. This is also interesting too, because like, this is really saying your emotional approach too, okay? We're gonna clarify that again, because I'm gonna touch on that. I think that one of the past life cards is really gonna indicate that. Okay, so this is interesting because yes, you need to accept that you can change this, right? And that's all from doing the shadow work, Pisces. Just do the shadow work, I promise you. Knight of Wands is in the area of what you need to accept. And do not shoot the messenger, because I'm a Pisces and I am guilty of this. You need to leave the house, okay? You need to get out there and seek new experiences. Now, this isn't saying in the manner of like a new direction, okay? It's saying the direction you're on. Like, so let's say, you know, you're working on a project and it's very, like you do it on your own, like on your computer, okay? You got to go out to like a cafe and do it, okay? So it's that type of energy of like doing what you're doing, but maybe doing it in a new environment. All right. It's gonna get the stagnant energy moving again. And again, Knights, that teenage energy. Okay. I find this so fascinating because I really do believe that these two cards are something that's buried in your shadow that you can unlock, and it's going to be really powerful. And again, it might not even seem that significant. That's the thing that's so glorious about shadow work, is like sometimes it's like, wow, really? Like it's like I said, that memory that I had where it was like, okay, really? Like, is that seriously? I've been holding on to this whole time. And then when you reflect on it, it's like, wow, really? Yeah, that is something that has stuck with me. So we're activating this wonderful energy again, but with the knowledge we have from the lessons that we've learned, okay? So fascinating. So yeah, you really want to just seek out experiences that make you feel alive. You got to connect back again, asking you to go back to when you were a teenager. What made you feel alive? What were you passionate about? For me, it was music, right? So I'm going to go back to what was I listening to in that time when I felt alive and really felt this Knight of Wands moving forward with my passions, you know what I mean? And not caring about what other people think type of energy, okay? You really want to go back to that. This is what I find so amazing. And like I said, I really do believe like water signs, especially Pisces and Scorpio, man, we are going to embrace that Capricorn, I'm sorry, not Capricorn, excuse me, that Scorpio energy that's coming in, because you're ending the end of the month with the Chariot. This is huge change, big, big, big change, big progress, momentum, moving forward. And again, because somebody else got this and I don't remember what sign it was, but I love this because it's, you know, your spirit side and your ego side. If you let your spirit, again, Pisces, like go to one direction, it might veer you in the wrong direction. If you let your shadow have too much power, if we don't face our shadow and it just grows and grows and pulls us in this direction, we're not going where we want to go. When we tame both, when we see the beauty in utilizing both powers, we drive forward, shining our inner light, okay? Oh, I'm getting the hairs on my, I think you're the only sign where the hairs are standing up on my arm. But yeah, it's really, again, the power of water too. Oh, I love this so much. Also, too, if you have any Cancer energy in your chart or with somebody around you, this is a really strong connection, okay? And like your two energies moving forward together. I love this. But really, you just want to charge through. I'm telling you, really connecting back to this drive and this power and this, like, again, like not having your shadow is trying to keep you safe, right? Your shadow is thinking you have to think a certain way or feel a certain way or act a certain way. And we got to release that, okay? And there's been things that have probably been popping up for you that have been trying to hint to you to do this. So we might be ignoring it. But like I said, I mean, this stuff is so powerful that it's just do the work, okay? Please, please, please. And again, just see what the opposite of your rising is. And just like, even if it's just some like light shadow work that you're doing, you know what I mean? Just to go, oh, okay, that's where that comes from. Because you know what? It's probably just going to open you up to wanting to do more, okay? So let's see what past life energy is going to help Pisces clear this 5 of Wands energy. Because look at that. This is nothing compared to the rest of the energy you got, okay? This shadow work isn't something to be feared of. Like this whole concept of the 5 of Wands and the power struggles and the clashing and choosing your battles wisely, this isn't a negative. This is you really have learned the lesson of the Five of Wands, okay? And look at wand, 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 wand. Yeah, so much of this is igniting that passion. And I really feel too, you're starting to see in your 3D world these things that are coming to you that you were like, you were hoping, you know, like, God, if only this, if only this, if only this. And now the universe is like, hello, here it is, okay? Wow. Well, here's the guilt, shame, and fear. Okay, so I love that you got 2 cards. Taurus got Celtic too. So if you have Taurus in your chart anywhere, pay attention to that reading because it was really powerful for Taurus for the month of October. So let's do the Celtic first, and then we're going to get to the vows, okay? Because I feel the Celtic is connected to, I believe the Celtic is connected to feeling this Queen of Wands energy more. So I really think that the Celtic is actually what's going to kind of like ignite that inner flame, if you will. So again, like if there's anything related to Celtic traditions, Celtic music, even imagery, symbols, clothing, okay? So it says you drew this card because you had a significant past lifetime in Celtic lands and you continue to feel bonded to this culture. Perhaps you've lived in or visited the Isles of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or England. If so, you may have a sense of deja vu and be a person who adores these cultures. You're also fascinated with Stonehenge and King Arthur's Camelot. Okay, so this is funny because in the Aquarius reading for October, I mentioned King Arthur, so this is fascinating. You may have learned the old religion of the Celtic lands, which involved the use of healing herbs and gaining wisdom from oak trees. You could even be an ancient druid in disguise. Your connection to the elemental realm has made you love fairies, elves, and the fae. You also respect and love trees, especially oaks and willows. I personally am obsessed with willow trees. If you haven't already done so, schedule some visits to the ancient sacred areas of the United Kingdom and Ireland. Exploring stone circles, castles, and spiritual artifacts may trigger additional healing memories. Okay, so for me personally, just a quick anecdote here. I just found this series that, The Discovery of Witches, didn't even know it existed. It has one of my favorite actors in it. And it is they go back into time and it's like, man, like, yes, I do love this. Like, I do feel really like when I'm watching it, I can feel myself like in this castle, right? Like I can feel the coldness of the walls and all of this, like, right? So that this connection is calling out to you to really unlock this information because it's going to really put you in alignment when, again, you're already surrounded by this stuff, okay? This is in your environment somewhere. All right. So even if like driving to work, you put on some Celtic music, okay? Like it's really going to help make you feel that empowered confidence, like that queen energy. I'm loving it. Okay. Now I feel that this is what's connected to the Five of Wands, especially because it was turned down and the Celtic was upright in the positive energy here. All right. So you drew this card because the vows that you took in a prior lifetime are blocking you in this one. Most likely you were a monk or a nun when you made these vows, which still continue to haunt you. Common examples may include a vow of poverty or self-denial, which could block your flow of abundance. Again, connected to that martyr victimhood mentality that we were talking about. Common examples may include a vow, a poverty, self-denial, which could block your flow of abundance, a vow of chastity, which can inhibit your romantic or sexual life in the present, or a vow of self-punishment, which can lead to sabotage or hurt yourself. Unless vows are severed, they can affect you across time. So fortunately, vows are easy to undo. All right, ready for this? It's simply a matter of firmly stating, I am willing to sever all vows that are blocking me in this lifetime. I ask that all aspects of painful vows be now and forever undone, in all directions of time for everyone concerned. By saying this either aloud or silently, you help to heal the bondage of the past and open yourself up to present day joy and abundance in all forms. All right, Pisces? Now ready for this, okay, ready? And again, this could be that you took these vows during this time, okay? And go back to too, like think about religion back in the times of King Arthur, right? Man, okay, so ready? We're going to do this again. Ready? So close your eyes if you can, Pisces, and just say it with me, or just really like take it in, okay? I am willing to sever all vows that are blocking me in this lifetime. I ask that all aspects of painful vows be now and forever undone in all directions of time for everyone concerned. And so it is. Wow. Okay. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so next we're going to pull an empowering question for you, Pisces. What empowering question is going to help Pisces? Whew, that is not what I wanted. All right, what empowering question is going to help Pisces? I started thinking about, you know, the end of the month and that chariot, but I got distracted, okay? Here we go. Thank you. See? I admitted to what I needed to. Oh, I love this. Okay, Pisces. So your empowering question, which again is connected to needing more of this Queen of Wands energy. What was I intended to do in this life? What was I intended to do in this life? Now, Pisces, this idea of what you're intended to do, like the sky is the limit with your thinking, yes, but like really focus on, again, going back to what made you feel alive and connected when you were a child, okay? Interesting. Okay. What was I intended to do this life? And again, you weren't intended to feel any guilt, shame, or fear. You know, that persecution or all of these things, again, that talk about the shadow. Like, all of these constructs are a means of keeping people, you know, in line and in control and not in a way that serves their best interests, right? But that's the old paradigm that's crumbling. All right, let's see what crystal energy, Pisces, what crystal energy is going to help Pisces October 2023. Pisces October 2023. What crystal is going to help Pisces October 2023? Okay. Oh, wow. This is amazing. So the crystal energy for you to have, oh, that light is back too. Do you see that? So the crystal energy you're meant to have for October is Sugarlight, which is the inner child. Wow. I love it. The inner child. All right, so if you can find a piece of Sugarlight, carry it with you. Again, if you're working on something like a passion project, if you can have like hold the Sugarlight or like have it next to you. If you're trying to unlock information again from your past lives connected, because again, your inner child has all that information. Put it next to your bed. Wear these colors. You know what's funny too is my hair's purple right now. So I am really rocking the Sugarlight colors, but definitely please pick up some Sugarlight if you can, because it's really going to be really beneficial for you. Okay. All right. Last clarifying card for Pisces, October 2023, and then we will close this reading out. Okay, Pisces, October 2023. Clarifying card. Oh, hold on. One of them's in the wrong direction. Pisces, October 2023. Clarifying card for Pisces, October 2023. This is really wonderful, though, Pisces. Like a line that you are a co-creator. All right. Oh, amazing. Okay, so your clarifying cards, the devil, which the devil is your shadow. Okay. So, yes. All the answers are lying in your shadows, okay? And again, not to be feared, okay? All of these things are a construct of your conditioning, all right? Embrace your shadow. And guess what? Oh my God, I'm going to get emotional. Embrace your shadow, embrace yourself, because look what's right there. Who's that? Oh my God. So if your shadow, if we don't embrace it and see it for what it is, it looks scary, right? It looks like something we need to fear or be shameful of. Just understanding the nature of appearances, all right? Your shadow is a construct of your conditioning. It's okay. All right, Pisces, it's okay. So I really hope, and you know what I mean? Like, oh God, there's so much to this, but I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm going to stop it there because it is getting a little bit longer. If you do like this reading, please do like, share, and comment with other people that you think it might resonate with. Also, please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot on YouTube so you get notifications of when new videos pop up. Reminder, I will be doing some videos on shadow work, so definitely hit that subscribe and put the bell notifications on so you get information of when those videos pop up. Also, check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the month ahead. I'm asking everybody to look at too what sign rules Pluto in their chart and take a look at that video. If you don't know what signs rule what planets in your chart, again, Pam Gregory's free birth chart in every video description. For you Pisces though, yeah, like definitely look at your Saturn, okay? Your Saturn's your blocks, your fears, okay? And it's connected to your shadow, and your shadow again is connected to that inner child. But yeah, you've released yourself, okay? Release yourself from this energy, liberate yourself, because that judgment era is here. Pisces, this is you, okay? Your shadow, the hairs on my arm, your shadow is a part of you. Embrace it, okay? Love it. Also, you know what? I can't be done with this card. This is crazy. Look, I'm just like, look, these are the same two people, Pisces. This is your shadow and your light, your shadow and your light. This is one of the most clear-cut messages I've ever received. Your shadow and your light, your shadow and your light, your shadow and your light, Pisces. What's right here? Huh? Is it not in the same cast of this moon too? Dang. Okay, Pisces. I really hope you enjoyed this message. Really hope you take it to heart. Love yourself exactly how you are. Give that inner child a hug, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great, liberating month, Pisces.